round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You've done everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making of excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That uppercut just missed. And down goes Jones Jr. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
Let's talk about Roy Jones. Here we go for round two. Counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
That counter punch caught him clean. Unlucky to miss with that jab. The jab doesn't quite connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now.
Switch on.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The perfect counter lands. They have no respect for each other's punching power. punches has to hurt. He just misses with that jab. They block the jab. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Let's talk about Roy Jones. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Jab doesn't score. Carrying away the right hook. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Tried to score with a jab. Can't find a home with that jab. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, Pensacola's finest is down. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're okay.
Let's talk about Roy Jones. Here's the bell to start round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. Just avoids the left uppercut. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. And that'll do it. Patterson goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you still want to fight.
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
hard. He's off. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. So it's play. There's the bell to start round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush up.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Roy Jones Jr. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chins hurt.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Let's talk about Roy Jones. Here we go, it's round 7. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. We're good.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Patterson's rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy. Round 8, and we're off again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can't make a mistake at the head. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. Patterson goes down. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
That
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He blocks the uppercut. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate.